What if I told you one of America's oldest ghost stories wasn't just a tale, but a series of real terrifying encounters? The Bell Witch didn't just haunt a family. She left a mark on American history. From chilling apparitions to eerie voices in the night, these are 5 of the most spine-tingling encounters with the Bell Witch that will make you question what's real and what lurks in the shadows. The Bell Witch haunting is one of America's oldest and most infamous ghost stories, dating back to the early 19th century in Adams, Tennessee. The Bell family encountered an entity that tormented them for years, leading to whispers of curses, poltergeist activity, and even death. Today, we'll explore 5 terrifying encounters that go beyond the legend, bringing us face to face with the unimaginable. For the Bell family, the challenge was survival. The spirit that tormented them wasn't just a random ghost. It seemed intelligent, cunning, and viciously intent on causing harm. Over time, strange occurrences became more frequent and violent, escalating to the point where the family's safety and sanity were at stake. Story 1. The Whispering Shadows. The haunting began innocuously, with faint whispers echoing through the Bell farmhouse. At first, they seemed like the rustling of leaves or the creak of old wood, but soon the voices became unmistakable. They called out the children's names in hushed, ghostly tones, often when they were alone. One night, Betsy Bell, the youngest daughter, woke up to a chilling voice whispering directly into her ear, "I'm watching you." Shadows on the walls began to twist and move, forming faces that would fade as quickly as they appeared. The family tried to dismiss it as imagination, but the whispers continued, growing louder and more invasive, as if the entity was trying to establish dominance over their minds. Story 2. The Phantom Touch. The whispers were soon accompanied by physical attacks. Betsy became the primary target, often waking up with bruises, scratches, and welts on her body, though no one had laid a hand on her. One particularly harrowing evening, as the family gathered in the parlor, Betsy screamed in pain as invisible hands yanked her hair and slapped her face repeatedly. Her cries echoed through the house, but no one could see or stop the assailant. Furniture began to move on its own. Chairs slid across the room, and plates flew from cupboards. The Bell family realized they were dealing with a force that was not only intelligent, but also physically dangerous. Story 3. The Animal Apparition. The haunting wasn't confined to the house. One evening, John Bell encountered a creature unlike anything he had ever seen while walking near the edge of his property. It had the body of a dog, but the head of a rabbit, with glowing red eyes that seemed to pierce the darkness. John, a man known for his courage, approached the creature, but as he did, it vanished into thin air. The next morning, claw marks were found in the soil where the creature had stood, as if to taunt him. Neighbors reported seeing the same animal stalking the property at night, heightening the Bell family's fears that the spirit could manifest itself in any form it chose. Story 4. The Curse of John Bell. The Bell Witch's ire seemed particularly focused on John Bell, the family patriarch. The entity claimed she hated him and would not rest until he was dead. Over time, John began to suffer mysterious symptoms. His muscles weakened, his face became gaunt, and he developed a strange twitch in his jaw. Despite consultations with doctors, no one could determine the cause of his declining health. The Bell Witch mocked him relentlessly, calling him Old Jack and laughing as he struggled to move. On the morning of December 20th, 1820, John was found unconscious, and beside him was a vial of a strange black liquid. The family claimed the witch had poisoned him, and her laughter was reportedly heard throughout the house as he passed away. Story 5. The Church Interference. Desperate for help, the Bell family called upon local ministers to exorcise the spirit. But the witch was no ordinary entity. It seemed to enjoy their attempts to banish her. As the ministers prayed, the spirit interrupted them with mocking laughter, quoting scripture in twisted, ominous tones. One minister claimed the witch revealed secrets about his private life, things he had told no one. Books and Bibles were thrown across the room, and candles were snuffed out by an unseen hand. Defeated and frightened, the ministers left the house, warning the Bells that this was no ordinary haunting, and could not be vanquished by human means. The haunting reached its peak with John Bell's death, as the spirit, true to its word, tormented him until his final breath. Local lore claims that as he died, the Bell Witch laughed, a chilling sound heard throughout the house, echoing in the memories of everyone present. The Bell Witch's presence faded after John Bell's death, but her legend has haunted the town of Adams, Tennessee, ever since. To this day, people report strange occurrences at the old Bell homestead, claiming that her spirit lingers, waiting for the next unfortunate soul to cross her path. If these stories gave you chills, don't forget to subscribe to Haunted Nightmares, Terrifying Tales. Join us as we dive into more terrifying tales and haunted legends. Turn on notifications so you never miss a scare.